The reality of living in America is this. You'll work a job and you'll barely get any income from that job. And you have to choose between getting gas or food. Sometimes you might not even be able to afford either. Now, before anybody tells me, oh, get another job. One, I don't believe that's the way that life is supposed to be, where you get another job. There's plenty of wealth and plenty of commodities to go around for everybody. Well, that's one. And two, all the jobs are structured the same. You barely make any income, you move along the ladder, you give your life away to the company, and then you retire. And guess what? You're just over broke. Just over broke. For most of us, we're literally one paycheck away from literally being homeless. It's a sad truth. For anybody that thinks, I want to come to America and it's going to be this land of opportunity, sure, it potentially be. But the reality of it is that you just end up falling right victim into the same system. Hopefully, something changes, man, because this just doesn't feel like this is what it's supposed to be.
Is anyone else just exhausted of living in the United States? I'm so tired. It's exhausting living here. The constant mental anguish of all the fucking issues this country has that we have to deal with on a daily basis. Like since 2020, every day is like a fucking nightmare. Every day. You wake up and you have no idea what's going to happen, what you're going to be involved in, what's going to happen to your kids, what's going to happen with your health system, if your surgery anesthesia is going to be covered after a couple hours. Lord Jesus, help me. I can't do it, y'all. I can't. I have constant anxiety just because I live in the United States. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know there's a lot of people that are just like, when is it going to be over? But it's not going to be over anytime soon. And I don't sleep. I have constant anxiety. I'm constantly thinking about everything that's going on, and I fucking hate it here. I hate it here. And I know people are going to be like, well, if you don't like it here, then you can get the fuck out. That's not the point. Because if I could, I would. But anyway, the point is that we shouldn't have to live this way, and things should be better. But they're not. And we just have to deal with it every day for who knows how long. Only God knows how long things are going to be like this. But all I know is people out there are getting tired. They're getting fed up, and things are happening, and it's, I don't know. It just feels eerie. You know what I mean? It just feels like something is on the rise, or that something is gonna happen or get worse. It just feels weird out here. It feels scary. I don't know. Am I the only one that feels this way? Am I making sense? Love you. Bye.
Hi guys. I'm really stressed today. I just went to the grocery store, bought 10 items, and it was $80 freaking already. I literally have $10 left on my account. The fuck? So a little backstory. I got laid off from my job a month ago. And I've been applying for jobs months before I got laid off. Sent out hundreds of resumes already. Applied to hundreds of jobs on the internet, remote and on-site. Tailored my resume to every position that I applied using ChatGPT. Went to only a few interviews. And still nothing. Like, what the fuck is going on with America right now? Like, it's so freaking hard to live here. Like, I'm gonna stay positive. I'm gonna keep applying for jobs. I'm gonna keep showing up. But man, my bills are not going to wait.
Okay, so I fell in love with the United States when I came here as a tourist at the age of 18. I lived in Moscow, Russia, and to me, America felt like a different planet, or like I stepped into a movie. Now I live here, and like with anything, when something becomes your normal, it's easy to stop noticing how special it is. But I think it's good to realize that your life, your guys' everyday moments, is something people across the world dream about all the time. And you might not notice it, but your life can be someone's version of a miracle or a movie they dream of playing a role in.
Honestly, at this point, I don't even want to get rich to even be rich and live luxurious. I literally want to get rich so I can get the fuck out this country. I cannot stand it here anymore. Everything about this country make my fucking stomach bubble the fuck up. Especially the fucking economy. I'm sick of it for everybody, but I'm really sick of it for myself too. Cause like, I'm just sick of everything is not being a fucking affordable. I'm sick of this fucking rat race shit. Like, I don't even give a fuck about the American dream. Fuck American dream. I don't want no fucking, like, I would like it, yeah, but honestly, it don't even sound that appealing when you think about it, because it's like, damn, you could buy a big ass house and it's like, it's still not even yours. The fucking whoever the fuck can take it back if you don't pay your property taxes, and you still got to do this and do, like, it's just like, is anything ever fucking really what it is? Like, do we just keep fucking working for shit and it's just, you just never get there? Like, I'm confused. Like, even when you talk to people that's fucking doctors and lawyers and shit, they're fucking stressed out and fucking financially not in a good fucking place either, and it makes no sense to me. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like, honestly, all this shit is a fucking lie. And that's the reason I really want to move the fuck out of this country. I want to live abroad because I'm tired of idealizing my life based off American standards. I want to go to another country where they're not worried about who got the flyest shoes, who got the nicest car, who got the biggest house, and I don't give a fuck about none of that. I want to live in a fucking jungle. I want to wake up and eat my fruit and pet my pet monkey every day, and not have to sit here and stress about fucking dumb shit like fucking bills and fucking gas and budgeting out no, it's fucking annoying now. It's literally fucking annoying. Like, I fucking cannot stand it here. I cannot wait. I can't wait till I can stitch this video and I'm living abroad in another fucking country. I can't wait.
To my people all around the world, especially my African people that are trying to move to the United States or trying to do business in the United States, let me tell you things they don't tell you about America. We all have to pay taxes, okay? When you work, the government automatically take money out of your paycheck, whether it's every week, every 2 week, monthly, they take money out of your taxes. If you are a business owner, you have to report the money you made by the end of the year. Okay. You will work. Every year, the retirement age, or every couple of years, it go up. You will work until 70 years old if you stay in this country, just to get a little bit of Social Security. And that Social Security is based on your income or the money you have made over the years of you working. Things they don't tell you also here in this country. The cost of living in the whole 50 states, it is hard. It's too much money to be paying. Sometimes your rent can be $1,500, $2,000, $3,000. I mean, that's just rent. That doesn't include water. That doesn't include gas, electricity, nothing, just rent. So you have people, majority of the people in this country, they work about 80 hours bi-weekly, or sometimes 40 hours a week. 30 hours is considered full-time. So can you imagine you working 30 hours to 40 hours a week just to make money? And the money you do make, let's say about you make like $2,000 a month, right? Your monthly bills, your rent, you taking about $1,500, whatever your rent is, right? You taking that much money out. How much money are you going to be left with? This country is a business country. It is not built for people to survive, okay? Unless you're a millionaire. And another thing, you want to be in this country and have somebody by your side. You want to have a partner. If you think you can come in this country and work hard, most people are dying at their job. They are dying because they're overworking themselves just to have a better living. Don't let people lie to you. I will tell you the truth. Don't let nobody lie to y'all in this country. Majority of these people are killing themselves working over and over. And then at the end of the year, I know you guys heard about this income tax stuff. That is based on how much you made. And most people that make a lot of money like get a lot of money back at the end of the year, which is income tax. Those people like make less money during the year, or they have a lot of kids that they which are called dependents. They can claim those kids and be able to get money at the end of the year. Another thing they don't tell you, America does not give free health insurance out. Your health insurance is you either get it from work or you get it through the government based on your what? Income. Everything is based on your income. So don't, whatever country you're coming from Africa, don't think America do not give anybody free insurance, free medical insurance. You can go to the hospital if you have an emergency. You go there, but at the end of the day, when you leave out of there a couple of weeks later or a couple of days later, and you don't have to, because they don't charge you right away when you go to the hospital. They will bill you, and you're responsible to pay that money, or sometimes it might go on your credit report. They don't tell you, all you got to see is the good things here, the work in here. Yes, job is here. You can work your ass off. This is why people come here. Once you step on this soil, you can work, whether you have paper or not. There's a lot of jobs that's under the table where you can work, okay? And even if you come here illegally, like they say, you can still marry somebody and then get your documents, and that's based on both of y'all, how you'll decide to do your thing, okay? But don't let people lie to you. If you want a better life, take it from me. If you want a better life for yourself, when you come to this country, work, and wherever country you come from, go back home, build your home and your family, and leave out of here. Or else, I have people that I work with, patients that I work with in a hospital, nursing home. These people are like 80s, 50s, 60 years old, and they're still working. Because they haven't made enough money to retire. And when they do retire and get a little bit of money, sometimes only $3,000 a month. You can't live in this country with $3,000, a month, monthly. And you have other bills to pay. And another thing they don't tell you, this whole buying house and having a mortgage is like a big scam if you don't have family or children that when you're no longer here, you can give it to them or whatever like that. Because the mortgage, you have to pay taxes. Even if you pay for the house completely, nothing is free in this country. Even if you pay off that house, you got to pay taxes on that land, that soil that house is at. You can build a house from the ground. It doesn't matter. Once you pay, let's say if for instance your house is $300,000 and you are able to pay that $300,000 over the couple of years. They give you about 30 years, right? If you pay off before the 30 years, it doesn't matter. Like I said, you pay the next year, you still have to pay taxes on that soil. Nothing belongs to anybody in this country. Nothing. Even a car that you drive, you can buy the car cash. It doesn't matter. You still are required to have insurance on that car. If you go out without insurance on the car, the cops can either give you a ticket, or if you hit somebody's car, you're responsible to pay for that car. And sometimes the cops can take your car away for not having insurance if they stop you. They will keep it somewhere like a storage area where they keep the cars until you come back with your proof of insurance. Nobody owns anything here. Is this what you want for yourself? I'm just saying, do you guys want this for yourself? And y'all that be in my inbox talking about, oh, go back to your country, go back to your country. We are all slave here, sweetheart. We are slave. It don't matter your complexion, where you from. It doesn't matter. We're all slave and we're working till we die. And even if we do retire 70 years old or whatever age we retire, we still might not have enough money. Just think about it. This country is built on money. It's a business country. This is not a country where you can come and relax yourself. Your country back home in Africa, that's where you can relax. This country is way too expensive. And if you don't have nobody and you come here and work, you're going to end up dying, getting sick. Your boss that you're working for 10, 30 years, if something happened to you today, they will replace you the next day. Think about it.
Do not expect how isolating it is to live in American suburbs. It doesn't matter at what time you're outside. It's like no one even lives here. Kids live here. It's summer vacation. I don't know where they're at. I have neighbors that moved in 2 years ago. I saw them only like a few times. That was because their cat got out. Otherwise, nowhere to be seen. 5 years in, I still don't know my neighbors. I don't know their names. I mean, I know the one in front, but that's about it. We just say hi. It's very underwhelming. And to get out of the suburbs, I gotta put both my kids in car seats and drive 15 minutes out just to, I don't know, see a plaza or the town center.
You know, life in the United States as an African, it's not easy. As our friends back there in Africa, our family members, our relative thing, the thing is easy. The thing immediately you get here, there is one tree at one corner waiting for you with money there just for you to pluck and start sending to them. No, they think that you are the goddess of money when you get here. Life here is so expensive, so hard. For example, somebody in Africa comes to you for help, like a friend. Yeah, literally, you're gonna help the person the first time, the second time, but they take advantage of it, which is not right. Because you help somebody the first time, because you help somebody the second time, they'll be like, oh, she helped me the first time, she helped me the second time, I'm gonna go to her for help. Like, they forget the fact that you also have responsibilities. Like, you have house bill, like the bills here to pay, you have light bill, you have gas bill, you have phone bill, you have car bill, like everything. They forget the fact that you also work that money. Because you help somebody the first time, you help somebody the second time, they will be thinking, anytime I have a problem, I'll go to this person, I'll go to this person. No, please stop taking advantage. Life here is not easy. Like I said, people have phone bills, have light bills, they have gas bills, it's not easy. You'll be like, I don't have money this time. They start spreading you rumors, start saying you're a selfish person, you're a wicked person, you're this, you don't want to help people, you this, that, blah, blah, blah. Forgetting the fact that you work day and night just to earn this money. Some people work 40 hours, some people work 60 hours, some people don't even sleep in their own houses, some people literally change in their cars. Just because somebody help you, just take advantage. I beg, no be so, yeah.
Yo, you see when you're there in Jamaica, you dream of come foreign, come live the American dream where you sit on TV, Or come live the picture where some family member paint and make you look like say, foreign a better rose and foreign easy. Because some of them not tell us say it hard, until you come here and realize how rough and tough it can be. If you don't stand up strong, it will mad you. And now when you're full of mad people like over here, so that's why foreign full of so much mad people and homeless people. You think the Jamaica full of mad people? Come a foreign and you see mad people all over the place, train anywhere, sleep. And it's not because them are mad. It's because of situation and some people just can't take problem. When you come at this place, you have to either work 2 jobs. If you don't work 2 jobs, you do 1 job, you have to do some crazy 12 hours or 6 days a week. Just so you can pay rent and have a little change left in your pocket. So you have some family member that reach out to you and say, give me a 50 now. And you tell them, say, you not have it, you broke. They must say, I mean. But them even know say that $50 where you would have give them a shani rent or shani food money to give them. Because when they're there Jamaica, if you say, you're not buying a grocery that week, and you say, you pick some ackee, and you get piece of yam somewhere, you got to dig a piece of yam or something and eat, or cut off a banana and boil. You can't do that yourself because everything I buy, you have to buy, go in a supermarket and buy. All if you say what you want, you're going to eat some mango for your dinner today. You can't say, you're going to pick no mango, buy, you have to buy it. You see me, some people just trying to say, foreign on a better rose. When you come to them places, you have to brace yourself mentally, physically, all kind of tally. Remember, me tell you that. Because you say if you don't do it, trust me, that place will wreck you to sickness. Remember, me tell you that.
Life in America is not what we think, guys.
Okay, so a lot of people have been entering my inbox like, how's life in America? How can you help me come to America? Guys, I just want to let you know life in America is not what we think. Life in America is not what we think, but I think life in America is what we see, not what we think. So if you're back home and you have money, please invest in your country. Don't use that money to come to America. Yeah, I know America is your dream country, but it is not what we think. You will work your ass in America and you will see nothing. You will pay bills. You will work overtime. What are you talking about? You will work. You will miss your loved ones. You will miss your family. And you will pay bills until
your eyes will be closed. You will pay bills. You will cry. Come on, man. You will cry every day. Come to your dream country. You will cry. You will have that dream car. You will have that dream job. You will have the money. But you will be crying every day. You will pay bills. You want to come to America. If you have that 20 million or that 10 million, 5 million you want to use to come to America, use that money to invest home. Don't waste time. Don't waste your time. Don't pay that money to come to America. There are things you will see. You will cry. Your dream country will wound you. You will see. Come to America. You want to come to America? Come. You will see something. It's disgusting, guys. America is not for the weak. America is not for the weak, guys. Come on. What's this?
So if you don't understand, I decided I'm gonna demonstrate to you what a day in my life looks like. So I was on schedule at work for about last 2 weeks. I didn't have a day off. I called in one day sick just so that I could stay in bed and sleep and just literally get back to my senses, because it's work, sleep, and that's it. I moved into this new place where I live like at the beginning of January. And because I was at work all the time and I'm alone and I don't really have anyone to help me with anything, I moved my things in, but my mess is still there. This is my kitchen, because all I do is run to make it to work and then come back home to sleep. So if I want to make some nice food, I really don't have time. I just have to rush. Today, I have to be at work at 3 p.m., so I was like, great. I have some time in the morning. Let me not be depressed in my bed in my fucking sleepy mess. And let me get ready to go to the pool. So I'm going to go to the pool by myself to sit there. Here is the lovely pool. It is completely empty. Nobody's never ever at this pool. We even have a lake in the back. I'm gonna lie down right here, enjoy my view. But what's all this view for when my daughter is back in Miami with her abusive dad? And I went to the court, I went to the school, I went to abusive shelter, I went to therapy, I went to so many places where pretty much everybody told me, I'm gonna see the problem, he's a good dad. You should be lucky that he helps you raise your child. What's this pool for me when I literally spent barely any time with my daughter in the last 8 years that I've had her? And shit happens, family things get complicated, I get that, but the response of the entire society to the fact that my daughter and I are suffering is like none. It's nobody's problem. I have the palm trees and the sunshine in January, but I haven't seen my parents in 10 years, and I got married, divorced, abused, lost my child, all sorts of things, alone, completely alone in a foreign place where I'm a ghost and nobody sees me and nobody even cares.
I have come to realize my mental illness is America. America is my mental illness, my depression, my anxiety, my hopelessness, my want and desire to just give up and say, fuck it all, my anxieties, America. Because the minute I want to start living life and be excited to live life and get out of here and get a new job and want to do all these things, wait, where do I live? America. The job market's down, unemployment rates are up, everything's just spiraling along with this. I want to get out of here. I want to start actually living my life and be excited to live life, but I can't do that here in America. It's all just, it feels like I waited too long now at this point to try and make life better, to try and get excited to live life, to try and get re-inspired, to try and like actually chase the things I want to do. It feels like the clock has run out on that, because every day America is becoming more and more of a black hole, and so is my mind. That's that. The crash out is real. At this point, like, fuck America.
I was thinking about this. We are the richest country on the planet, one of the richest countries. Why does it look like ass? Like, really think about that for a second. Like, when you're driving, if you're not in like Florida or California or the coast of like Oregon or whatever, it's like, this place looks like shit. And we have so much money. Like, I'm thinking of like Europe and Japan and all of the architecture like across the world and how beautiful it looks. Why don't we have like rose gold fucking buildings, and like, why does the Kmart's and like all of the stores look like shit? Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking in my head, I'm closing my eyes and I can imagine like what like, look at China, like Shanghai, like the coast, like all those videos you see, that's like no joke, stunning, beautiful, high tech. You would think America would look like that with the amount of money that we have, but it just looks like, ugh, you know what I mean?
I might piss some people off by going on a rant about this, but mornings like today, I just really fucking hate living in America, because the expectation here is that we put our jobs first. It's that we work more than we literally are, like, in our own homes and with our own families and our kids. And I'm just really angry about that, because I like go to work and I miss my kids, and and this is coming from a person that, like, I love my job and I love the people that I am around during my job. I love the people that I work with, and I've been here, like almost 7 years, and I love it. But I have 2 young boys that I just like want to be around, and there are days where I wish that we had at least like an extra day for the weekend. Like, I wish that we had at least a 3-day weekend rather than a 2, because I'm at work 5 days and only off 2 days and get to spend a full 2 days with my kids. I just feel like it's like madness. I feel like it's crazy. It doesn't make sense to me. I am, during like the times that I am awake, I am at work and working more than I am with my own 2 boys, my own family, and that breaks my fucking heart, because I feel like I'm blinking and they're just growing up and I'm like not a part of it. And I know that might sound dramatic or ridiculous to some people, but like, I feel like I'm not a part of their lives, because I get 2 days off, and then like we're expected to like take care of our mental health and like go get our nails done and go get our hair done and like go take time for ourselves. And I'm like, how do I take time for myself when I'm already away from my kids as much as I am? It fucking sucks. I hate that. And then I just feel guilty, and I feel like we're just working our asses off and putting our jobs first and spending more time at this fucking place to still not be able to afford groceries and, like rent or mortgages, buying houses, like going to the fucking store. Like, God forbid you need, you want to buy extra things, like, then we're just putting ourselves in like more debt and trying to pay off that debt. And like, no wonder why so many people are trying to become like influencers or own their own businesses and stuff, because it's like we're just trying to get ahead. But then you come online and you don't even know who to trust, because people are just completely dishonest or dramatic and like, yeah, over dramatic, trying to sell you shit because they're trying to make an extra penny. And it's like, get your bag, I'm all for that, but like, you don't know what you can trust, and you don't know what's true, what's a lie, what people are saying just to make money. And it's like, I get it, I fully understand. Like, that's another thing, is like, there are so many opportunities that I have been given, but I have not taken, because I'm like, this isn't up my alley, like, this isn't my thing, and I don't want to be dishonest. And so I'm like, is that what we're all doing? Like, we're all just fucking lying for these companies and selling shit just so that we can like make some extra money to like get out of debt? And it's like, do I do that? No, because I'm an honest person. And it just fucking sucks. And I don't know, like, we're all just trying to, like, survive over here. And I feel like we shouldn't be trying to survive. I feel like we should be, like, enjoying our lives and spending it with our families. And I'm just super frustrated. I don't know, now that I've gone on a 3-minute rant about it. But you go to other countries and it's not like that. Like, they really have a good home life balance. And I just feel like we don't have that in America. So I don't know, I'm just fucking frustrated. And it's like, if we don't work, then we're on the fucking streets. Or maybe we don't work and then you live off the government. It's like, choose your poison, right? Like, pick your poison. So anyways, that's my rant for the morning. Like, here I am sitting in fucking the same traffic that I sit in every day that makes me late every single fucking day, no matter what time I leave the fucking house. It's so annoying. And it just puts me in a bad mood. It really just sets my fucking Monday on the right foot. But anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. If you've made it this far, I apologize, but have a great Monday, a great week.
So this is the reality of being a Brit in America. I've got a funny story. Wait till you hear this. So I'm in a store, I'm in Walmart, doing a little bit of shopping. Now, Walmart's a big place, and I struggled to find something I was looking for. So I asked some people that worked at Walmart if they could help me find some water and some tea bags. Yes, I know, it's very, very stereotypical, but it's the truth. But what I didn't realise is that right next to me was a family. Mum, dad, a boy and a girl. And the girl turns to the parents and says, "Mummy, that man sounds just like Peppa Pig." Peppa Pig. First of all, I thought, well, I'm glad she said I sound like her and not look like her. And then I thought, I didn't even realise that Peppa Pig was British. And I definitely didn't realise that kids in America watch that TV show. So now, all I can think of when I'm walking around America is that people think I am Peppa Pig. I mean, I can at least be Daddy Pig. Or maybe she could have at least said James Bond. At this point, I'll take Harry Potter. Just not Peppa Pig.
Is anyone else completely sick and tired of living in America, where you're expected to work your entire life? Like, we are not here to work. Our jobs are not our lives. Our jobs are not our purpose. Like, everyone asks me, like, what's your job? What are you doing with your life? Like, I'm just trying to save enough and get passive income so I can go travel the world and start my life. Like, everyone thinks their purpose is to work. Like, you get done with high school, then you go to college for 4 years, then you're $30,000 in debt, and then you're trying to find a job just so you can pay off that debt over the next 3 years. And then what? Then you're making enough money just to pay your mortgage and afford groceries and then pay for kids. And then before you know it, you're 60 and you're retiring and your body hurts because of your job and you didn't do anything that you wanted to do. And that's our life. That's what you're expected to do. And if you break out of that, then people are going to judge you and think you're weird or you're crazy or you're a hippie. I'm so sick of it. America needs to make a change. Something needs to change because people are not happy here. People are not living their dreams. People are not living their life. They are working. They think that their work is their life. It is not that way.
Living in America in 2025 feels like you're trying to breathe while someone's hand is over your mouth and they're charging you rent for it. As soon as you get paid, it's gone. You buy groceries and the bags are lighter. You fill your tank and the needle mocks you. Food's up, rent's up, insurance, utilities, coffee. I mean, even your damn toothpaste is up. Everything's up except the paycheck. Oh, and everything's also smaller. Shrinkflation? Yeah, that's the way they rob you while smiling in your face. You're not imagining it. The box is smaller. The portions are skimpier. The price is higher, and you're supposed to eat it with a smile. This isn't bad budgeting. This isn't laziness. This is a rigged game where everyone at the top profits and everyone at the bottom is a slave. We're getting taxed, drained, and blamed every step of the way. If you feel it too, you're not crazy. You're just living in America in 2025. And it's fucking brutal.
You're not struggling because you're poor. You're struggling because you live in the USA. You're struggling because prices have gone up tremendously, but the wages haven't. You're struggling because your bills continue to increase, but your wages haven't. You're struggling because you have greedy, corrupt CEOs of companies that are continuing to record record profits but are refusing to pay their workers a livable wage. You're struggling because the country that prints money won't give that money back to its people. You're struggling because the country that is in $37 trillion and counting worth of debt somehow finds a way to give billions of dollars to fund new wars, but won't find any money to fund the poor. You're struggling because this country is stealing 30 to 40% of your income, if not more. You're struggling because after this country wrongfully took 30 to 40% of your income, they're telling you to pay more during tax season. You're struggling because homes that used to cost $150,000 to $200,000 10 to 15 years ago are now costing $400,000 if not $500,000. You're struggling because those starter homes that used to be seen as affordable are now being bought by large corporations. You're struggling because rent was under $1,000 10 to 15 years ago is now costing almost $3,000 for a one bedroom. You're struggling because these greedy landlords continue to increase the rent. You're struggling because a $100 grocery bill 10 to 15 years ago will get you a huge haul, will now only get you a few things in 2025. You're struggling because the gas that you used to fill up your car used to be $1 and some change per gallon is now almost $4 a gallon. You're struggling because the cost of having a good time and living life has gone up tremendously. An airplane ticket used to be $200 round trip is now $400 one way. It used to cost under $1,000 to enjoy a vacation. Now it's costing almost $3,000 to $4,000 depending on where you go. You're struggling because you're forced to get a second job just to make ends meet as things continue to skyrocket. You're struggling because the American dream is no longer the American dream, it's the American nightmare.
Okay, I want to take a moment to say thank you to Donald Trump, not out of praise, but out of truth. Because while you rip through every part of this government, tearing down justice, equality, and fairness under the fake excuse of fighting DEI fraud, what you're really doing is confirming what black folks have been saying for generations. America was built on racism, fueled by fear and sustained by white supremacy. You've exposed it all. The masks are off. The polite racism, the fake allyship, the colorblind lies, it's all gone. Now we see it raw and unfiltered. You're not just targeting policy, you're targeting people. Black people, brown people, marginalized communities. And the wild part, we make up the smallest portion of this country, yet somehow we are the biggest threat to the lie that white supremacy built. That should tell you everything. You're afraid not of violence, not of replacement, but of the power we hold even when we have nothing. You see the way our culture, our brilliance, our resilience, our excellence continues to shape this country, even when it tries to erase us. Donald Trump is just the loudest version of a system that's always been in place. He is the living, breathing proof that this country was never designed with us in mind. And yet, we continue to define it. So thank you, Donald, for exposing what so many tried to deny, for showing the world that the fear of black greatness is real, for proving that racism isn't in our imagination, it's in the fabric of this nation. And to my people, we don't have to fight to prove our worth. He's doing that for us. All we have to do is stand firm, stay awake, and know that the truth is finally louder than the lie. We are not broken. We are not the problem. We are the evidence of the power that this country can contain. Let that truth ring louder than its hate.
Can somebody explain to me in crayon-eating terms why I make over 3 times the federal minimum wage and I cannot afford to live?
Explain it.
I do not want to hear the pull yourself up from your bootstraps, work 90 hours a week. That's not the goal, guys.
No, it's not the goal. It should not
be our standard.
Agreed. Should not be our standard.
I'm fucking tired of people being complacent with this uniparty, both of them fucking us over. When my parents were my age, they both made less than half of what I make, and they lived alone. I cannot afford to live anywhere alone. A 1-bedroom apartment, $1,800. 2-bedroom apartment.
This generation is locked out of living on their own.
Who the fuck can afford that? It is embarrassing to come out and say that it is a struggle to survive right now. But
I'm sorry, dude. I feel for you.
People are struggling. And do not get me started on what my grandparents were doing. $3,000 house. And yes, I understand inflation and all of the bullshit that they have been pulling with the Fed. Why are we allowing it?
Why are we allowing it?
And then I clock out of my shift. I am
Big
tired.
one coming up
I have to
here.
go home. And I check the news. Another 60 fucking billion to a country nobody can find out on a map. What are we doing? Where has the plot gone? We have lost it, folks. We have fucking lost it. The American dream is dead. It is
That's sad.
Gone.
That is sad.
Forgotten.
Y'all, I'm parked in front of Dollar Tree because I'm about to go in there and get some essentials. But before that, I honestly just had like the only crash out because I had stopped to get gas, right? And I'm really in a place in my life where I'm really budgeting my finances because I just don't got it like that. I'm in a real crunch, survival, financial fucking rut. And I know it's not forever, but this is just the chapter I'm in. And as much as I try to be positive sometimes, like, it's really hard. It's really hard to be in a financial, like, survival mode when you don't know what your next move is. You don't know where your next resource is coming from, because it fucking makes you hyper vigilant. And like, when you're hyper vigilant, like, you can't relax, your brain can't shut off, and you can't stop worrying, and that shit just drains all your energy. Like, having to worry all the time drains your energy. And I understand that, like, people are like, oh, pray, and don't get me wrong, I pray, but when I'm about to take a shit and I don't know when the next fucking slice of paper toilet is coming from, like, you know, that's real life 3D shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like it's a really difficult place to be in. And so with that being said, I had $25 in like my Apple Cash card, and so I was like, all right, bet, I'm gonna go to the gas station, I'm gonna get $15 of gas, and then the rest, like, I'm gonna take to get like a little bit of essentials at Dollar Tree. And when I asked him for 15 regular, he had put gas in my car and it charged my whole shit. And I just stood there because, like, I'm not trying to crash out in front of this man, but I'm like, fuck, like, I literally don't have anything else. Like, my regular account is negative. Like, fuck. I have no toilet tissue. I have no, like, I need stuff for the house. Like, I don't have water. Like, I don't, oh my god. So he was like, oh, like, it charges you temporarily, like, it's gonna refund you. So I literally drove off and I parked on this random street and I just cried. Like, I let it all out. Like, I couldn't even, it wasn't even one of those like boohoo cries. It was just like one of those silent cries where, like, the tears just come down and you're just like overwhelmed, you just shut down. And within a couple of minutes, like, I got $11 back, thank God. And so with that being said, I'm about to go into the Dollar Tree and I'm about to get, you know, whatever essentials I can with that. But y'all, this is not okay. Like, this is not normal. And I share this not because I want to give a sob story, not because, you know, I'm asking for help or anything like that, because honestly, I'm a person that has a very hard time receiving help, and that's not even like my gist. It's just to shine a light for other people that are going through this shit, because I know that I'm not one of one. And it's not even like, oh, you can tell somebody, like, get a job. Most of the jobs right now, are not paying enough for you to cover rent, for you to cover bills, and for you to be able to live. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insane. And I don't know where anybody else lives, but I live in New Jersey. It's super fucking expensive on, like, the Northeast. Like, it's the fact that other people live like this, because, like I said, I know I'm not one of one. This shit is insane. And the fact that, like, it's only gonna get worse and this economy is only getting worse. Like, I understand, like I said, this is just a chapter. Like, I'm in my last year of grad school, so I know I'm gonna have a career next year. But the fact that, like, not many people are in my position and probably, you know, like, have kids, have way more responsibilities than I do, and they have to live like this, it's fucking horrible. And it's depressing. And I think a big issue with, like, mental health and depression in this country is probably because people can't take care of themselves, and people know that. It makes you feel like a second-class citizen. It makes you feel like shit. It makes you feel like a bad person, and it makes you feel like you're not enough, and that's a shitty feeling. And it just makes me sad. It makes me sad that as a country we advance as much as we have, but there's so many people that are like falling between the cracks, and I don't know if anything will ever be done about that, you know what I'm saying? But it's just, I had to share because this shit is hard, and if you're going through this, I'm really sorry, and honestly, I wouldn't wish this on nobody for
So, let me start off by saying that I'm from southeastern Kentucky, you know, the Appalachian Mountains. Basically poor country folks, simple people. And I was just sitting here thinking about how much that, like, Appalachia, eastern Kentucky, West Virginia, parts of Virginia, parts of Tennessee, you know, all through that area, how much that we have in common with, like the poor black communities in the cities. Now, I grew up, my dad wasn't in the home. And when my mom, she was in and out of jail, but when she went in jail, she, you know, she was there. But I was raised by my mamaw. She took in me, my brother, and my sister, and raised us like her own. And about everybody I know, all my friends were raised by their grandparents too. And, you know, there's drugs everywhere. Everybody, all my friends is on food stamps, government assistance. I lived in a trailer park. And it was constant fighting, shooting, cops being called every other day. The police literally said that the trailer park that I grew up in was like the Detroit, Michigan of Kentucky. It was that bad. But, you know, communities like I grew up in, we have so much in common with these poor black communities. And I don't know if it's the media or the politicians, but they try to, you know, cause division when we have more in common than we don't have in common. And if we could all just come together, we can make a change in this country. We could, I mean, it's until what we could do. You know, they say united we stand and divided we fall, and I believe that. I don't know, I just felt like I just needed to get that off my chest because I was thinking about it, like, we really do have so much in common. It's almost scary, you know, like, them videos where they say, put a finger down if, you know, your mom was a drug addict, or your dad wasn't around, or you know somebody who got, one of your friends got murdered, or you know there's drugs in your neighborhood. And there's literally, like, methamphetamine has took over the rural areas of the country, and we're like the forgotten child, like the, you know, the ugly stepkid of America that nobody wants to talk about. Well, I talk about it, and it's ravaging these communities. It makes me want to cry because I still got family members that it's affecting. And I know these black communities have the same stuff going on, and they're being ignored too. If we could come together, maybe we could do something to stop this, to put an end to these drugs and all this violence that's going on. But yeah, that's just all I wanted to say, and I just wanted to get it off my chest. If anybody sees this, which I don't have many followers, then thanks for listening.
Okay, before you scroll, look at this. Okay, why does everything in America look like this? There's no good urban planning anymore. All this shit is garbage. I'm tired of looking at the same buildings. American life becomes so monotonous so fast because there's no diversity in any building structure. That Popeyes could be the Popeyes that's down the street from you. Same with this Jiffy Lube that I'm at, getting my car fixed. There's no diversity, and literally, American life is very lacking in terms of experience. There's no cultural ethos besides consumerism and capitalism and wastefulness, right? Like, of course there's money to be made here. Besides all these things, is it worth living in this country if you're not trying to get a bag? I don't think so. Honestly, my few months, or my 6 months being back, or 7 to 8 months being back, have been the worst of my life. But not really, not crazy, not that bad, but really going back here from being abroad and seeing how life is lived elsewhere. Maybe it's the novelty of living in various countries, or just living in Europe where there's differences in architecture and people and languages and food and quality, which is higher. It's just not doing it for me. America, you just got to step up the game. You got to step it up. This is my little rant for today, since I'm just getting finessed at Jiffy Lube. Yeah, this is my little rant. Welcome.
American is a shithole. There, I said it. Look, I love my country, but I think we all can agree at this point that American is unrecognizable. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't think nobody knows what's going on. Politics is a fucking episode out of South Park. Nothing they say is truthful, let alone it's all amusing. Used to be a time where you worked at your 9-to-5 job and you saved up a little money for family vacation at the end of the year. Shit, you can't fucking go on vacation nowhere. The vacation is your goddamn backyard. Groceries is crazy. Not to mention the fucking groceries that we do have is poison. Walk down aisle to aisle to aisle to aisle. It is a death and death decision. Nothing is organic. Everything smells, look, and tastes like shit. Family, oh shit, family don't exist no more. Kids are the most disrespectful man shit. They teach our kids nothing in school. America is over 30th in mathematics in the world. That means there's over 30 other countries in the world that is better and smarter than our fucking kids. Just the way of living right now is just terrible, man. American, this is not a dream. You know they say this is an American dream. This shit ain't no American dream. The dream is for you to come over here. There's opportunities. Oh boy, there's opportunities. Oh, for sure. You can be okay. But expect, if you go that route, you're going to be working 9 to motherfucking 9. You ain't going to have no breaks. It is hustle, day in and day out, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, week by week, month, year by year. It's nothing enjoyable about that shit.
Do y'all know that the average American doesn't have any money left over, if but maybe $200 or $300 left after they get paid every 2 weeks or every month? Did y'all know that? I'm sorry, but that I literally feel like it drive me to voluntary homelessness. I would volunteer to be homeless. There's no way they'd have me out here working for anybody and I can't live life after I pay bills. Y'all can have these bills back. Take the car, take the crib. You can have it. Listen, I'm going to be homeless on the streets before I dare. Because, see, the way I'm set up, my Father which art in heaven would never have that be my portion. That's not my portion. There's no way that paying bills and not having any money left over to really exist, that's not my portion. That's not my portion. And I feel like if that doesn't motivate you and inspire you to get out here and go make some money, make more money. See, the problem with us nowadays is not that we don't know how to make money. It's just that we need to make more money. Find ways to make more money. Stop making excuses. You need to be trying to be the president of the United States before you stop trying to find a new job. Listen, if you got to switch jobs every single 2 weeks, then that's what you got to do. May the best salary win. Thank you.